is still on the improve, but he gallops out great. Like he's gonna get this trip here.
Brad Cox has talked about that he is doing everything on raw ability, still incredibly immature. Part of the reason he's here, the race spacing. He also mentioned, just because we're in the Mideast, don't think we're not still looking at the Kentucky Derby.
Don't completely sleep on the British challenger in this race. A subsequent Saudi Cup winner, Mishrif, finished third in this en route to glory the following year. Cheyenne represents Carl Burke and James Doyle, and he is by a stallion whose progeny have shown they can run on dirt from limited opportunities. King of Change. So not a complete no hope. A final thought, Tom.
Al Haram, the 2-horse in here, I think needs a second look. A talented colt, won all 3 starts locally. He's often slow away from the gates, but you wait for his finishing kick. Actually, last time he beat a horse called Tadoon, who won the Fillies Mile yesterday, and the time stacks up extremely well.
Al Haram is now trained by Abdullah Al-Sadrani, who's taken over the stable of the suspended Thama Al-Dahani for the same owners. There is Satono Voyage. Richard, could this be the next Japanese superstar we're looking at?
A lot of the Japanese horses have got worked up. Kei Agito has just gone in but got a bit agitated, and Tokai Maishari has continued to play up once she's got down to the start as well. So there are 3 to go forward, and they are very connected moving forward with Cheyenne, and last in will be Al Haram. So 1 turn, 1,600 metres, 1 mile for the Saudi Derby. Last one will be Al Haram to go forward. 14 runners here, and we are all set, and they're off. And they all get away. Cheyenne was a little bit rousted as Obliteration shows good speed, also showing good speed. Satono Voyage and Acknowledge Me Please in the purple colours. Out wider is Kei Agito, who just drops behind Best Green. So as they settle down, Obliteration, Acknowledge Me Please, Satono Voyage. Wider out the left-hand side, Best Green in company with Kei Agito. They're being followed through by the green and white of Very Connected, who tracks the leaders with the keen running Union Security. Wide out on the course is Wonder Dean in about 7 wide, racing on the outer of the green and yellow colours of Satono Voyage, who's in midfield. Sierra de Roma is racing wider out as they continue to make the turn. Tokai Maishari is towards the back early on. Cheyenne's passed a couple, and the last 2, Al Haram and Tuajeri. Round the bend, 5 deep for the lead here. Obliteration on the inside of Satono Voyage, reading out Best Green in the checks. Then Kei Agito, and wide out is My World. Still travelling well just behind them, Union Security. Acknowledge Me Please, a bit short of room on the running rail. Then on the outside, trying to sweep right round the field, is Wonder Dean, and then the grey My World. So as they head up the home straight, out in front, Obliteration, Satono Voyage coming there very strongly. Best Green, then in 4th place, Kei Agito, having been let down, didn't really find a great deal. Union Security, Satono Voyage cruises up here on the outside of Obliteration, looking for the closers, and making ground from the back is Al Haram, who's staying on, and also from the back, Wonder Dean, and they are making significant inroads. Satono Voyage is paddling, Al Haram thrusting down the outside, battling back Obliteration, but it's Al Haram right over the top who will win the Saudi Derby. Al Haram, home for Ricardo Ferreira. Obliteration, Satono Voyage couldn't see it through. Wonder Dean was next. In 5th was Kei Agito, Tuajeri ahead of Very Connected. Reading back, Best Green didn't last home. Also, My World never really threatened. Tokai Maishari ran her race beforehand, and along with Cielo de Roma and Cheyenne finishing well beaten. Al Haram was well back as 5 were wide across the course for the lead. The 2 that lasted longer, Obliteration, although he was picked off initially by Satono Voyage, who seemed not to stay the trip. In 4th place, Wonder Dean also swept down the outside, but couldn't finish with the purpose of Al Haram. A local winner of the Saudi Derby, Ricardo Ferreira, in the colours of Sheikh Abdullah Hamoud Al Malek Al Sabah, is home in front with a withering stretch run.
They got racing early, and Al Haram, to the delight of Sheikh Abdullah Hamoud Al Malek Al Sabah, wins the Group 3 Saudi Derby and $1.5 million. Tom Collins gave this horse a real shout beforehand, and Tom, you must have been getting excited around the 200-metre, around the furlong pole.
This is what he does. He's slowly away. He looks like he's under a lot of pressure coming around the home turn, and then he keeps grinding out until the line. If you watched the Saudi 2000 Guineas last time, he looked beaten, and then he ended up winning by a wide margin firmly on the bridle. Here you can see he's in 6th place, just edging out Ricardo Ferreira. The leader, Satono Voyage, travelled beautifully throughout. But Al Haram's strong stayer at the trip. And I spoke to Ricardo and Thamar Al-Dahani earlier this year. They said this was the one, and he's proven it today.
Undefeated, 4 for 4. Al Haram, there he goes, blowing by Citano Voyage, top of the stretch with the leader, Obliteration. Citano Voyage on his flank at the top of the stretch. You're wondering just by how far is Citano Voyage going to win.
You can see why Citano Voyage was not nominated to the Triple Crown. He looks like a sprinter to me, Michelle.
Yeah, definitely going to be belying his pedigree right there. And you got to give some credit to Obliteration because he was stone cold pass and down along the rail. That is not an easy position to be in. And he came back and he thought he won the race because I don't know if he saw Al Haram to the outside.
Ambushed.
Obliteration, Steve Asmussen and Joel Rosario having to settle for second. Citano Voyage, it looked like, as you say, how far would he win by? But he only finished third, and Al Haram it was who had the stamina. And you talk about pedigrees. Tom, this horse is not bred to run on dirt. He's by Ifraj out of a Tagula mare bred in Ireland by Seamus Phelan.
Yeah, it's incredible. You know, Thamar Al-Dahani and Abdullah Al-Sajrani, whose name is by the horse right now, they do a great job with all horses. And Al Haram is going to be a stable star for the future.
All European jockeys so far, not now. Ricardo Ferreira is alongside Ollie Bell.
And a breathtaking performance from this horse. Ricardo just